party. I think so. Hey, YouTube. All right. Tony's here on YouTube. Love it. Hello, my friend. How about Facebook? Anybody here yet? Happy Friday, everybody. I'm really excited to do this card with you. I have a really pretty one and shortcut card sketch number 19. All right, so give everybody a minute to find us. Hey, Des, will you grab me the party piggy, the one set of the blue one, so I can just tell people to circle back if they missed shortcut card or Stampin' Stick card class yesterday. All right, so we had our Stamp and Stick card class number 4 yesterday. You guys missed the live yesterday. You might want to check it out. It is the top post on the blog right now at kitchentablestamper.com. And it will stay live on YouTube for as long as YouTube will have me, and Facebook for, I think, 30 days. This was our Stampin' Stick card class number 4, featuring the party piggy. Of course, you can do whatever you want. Check out the blog post for great alternatives. Jan had went to town with this Stampin' Stick class packet. I told her, do something that's not piggies with this. And she brought back Pocket Full of Sunshine, Tune In, this birthday piggy, and then she did it with Snailed It and shared it on our challenge in the Craft Social. So if you guys don't know the Craft Social, the link's in the description below. It's our Facebook group, our community of amazing stampers, awesome people, and there's a challenge there every week. The challenge this week is to do something inspired by our Stampin' Stick card class that we shared. And so our resident alternative sample stamper, Jan, did another set in this awesome Coastal Cabana color with the Snailed It. Do you guys remember Snailed It? Oh, I love Snailed It. It was one of my favorite bundles. That was a keeper for me for sure. Hey, Kathy. Kathy says, hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Hey, Joan. Joan's here from Washington State. Hello, my friends. Please like, share, set your notifications, keep the reactions coming. If you think something's funny, laugh. And if you love it, put a heart. Those things make the YouTube and the Facebook algorithms think that the content's engaging. If you engage, then the algorithms think it's engaging. So those things really help. Subscribing is absolutely free and helps the channel. So click that subscribe button. It really does help us. Hey, Julie, I'm glad you're here. Julie says, happy Friday, everyone. I agree. Friday. Jan's here. Jan, I'm so glad you're here. Is your power back, or are you running on battery power, my friend? Hey, Jen. Jen's here also from Washington. Desi says the Craft Social is here and gave you an easy link in the comments. Come join us. It's a lot of fun. And the challenge this week in the Craft Social is to take the inspiration from the Stampin' Stick card class and make something and share. Maybe you turn this color palette into an entirely different set of cards. Maybe you use the Timid Tiger color palette that we showed. Maybe you use a layout, or you use the piggy and get some ink on him. Maybe you do the cards exactly, but you do them with a different bundle. Or maybe you just do the cards exactly. Whatever inspiration you take from our shortcut or from our Stampin' Stick card class, that's all that matters. If you want to share what inspiration you took when you play the game in the Craft Social, that would be awesome. And if you play the challenge by Tuesday, then you're in the consideration for Prize Patrol. That's by the 12th. You can play the challenges anytime. If you missed our Stampin' Stick card class number 4, check it out. If you missed Stampin' Stick card class number 3, 2, or 1, check those out too. All right, so that was yesterday. Today we're going to do this one. This is Shortcut Card Sketch number 19. Brand new for the public. Yeah, I love this card sketch, you guys. I hope you like it too. It's going to be available today on the blog to download and save. You can print it or just make a file on your digital device. It's a PDF, and we'll have it on the kitchen table stamper in a blog post in just a little bit today. There are 19 public sketches after we post this one. 20 total right now that are available. This is my shortcut card sketch binder. And if you want all the 20 that are public, then you can go to the Kitchen Table Stamper store and purchase the PDF. The PDF has all 20, so you'd get 20 early, shortcut card sketches, and the cover graphic for you in case you want to put yours in a binder. All the PDFs all in one place. You don't have to find them and print them, and all of them are there now. You'll notice that my binder looks much thicker than 20, right? But that's because there's a few more that haven't been revealed yet. There's only one email exclusive, you guys. Maybe email exclusives need to get some attention, and then Card Club for cool people. So we have quite a few sketches in our repertoire, but 1 through 20 of the public ones is now available as a compiled. All right, so if you want to get that one, it's only $4.99. It's a great way to, like, I call that one the tip jar, or the buy me a cup of coffee. It's a great way to support the channel and get it convenient for yourself. Let's see here. Tony says, another amazing card by Marisa. Do you like this one? It's pretty, isn't it? I think it turned out really, really pretty, really striking. All right, so one other bit of, actually 2 quick bits of housekeeping. The last chance list has been updated. And this is copper clay cardstock. How perfect is that copper clay with the floral charm? Amazing, right? $9.20 a pack, I think it is now. Down from $10.35 a pack. When I made the YouTube video for this, when I recorded it, it was $10.35. That was a good deal. So check out the last chance list. There are things that have been added. So some of them you're getting notification that it's last chance. Some of them are discount. Some discounts have been slashed and have deeper discounts right now. We still have 15% off of In Colors. So you want to check that out too. And it's not just like In Color ink pads. You know what I mean? It's any product that has an In Color in it. So kits, if it has Strawberry Slush in it, it's 15% off. Designer Series paper, if it's got Timid Tiger in it, it's 15% off. So there's a lot more there than you might originally think by In Color sale. 15% off. That one runs through... let's see if I can find a date because I don't remember. Maybe Jan can tell me. She's good at that. It looks like the end of the month. So August 5th through the 31st. So you've got a month to take advantage of that. If you want to stack up the last chance update, the discounts there, the In Color discounts, and you want a class packet to do the Party Piggy, place an order of $65 or more after Stampin' Rewards, but before tax and shipping. That's the magic number. If it's $65, you're going to get your packet to do the Party Piggy automatically from us. We'll send you a class packet for this one. You have to place your order to qualify for that by Sunday night, August 10th at midnight, okay? So once August 11th rolls around, 12:01 a.m., my offer's off the table, but those Stampin' Up! Sales are while supplies last or through the 31st. So get your discounts with your Stampin' Up! And then don't forget, of course, Stampin' Rewards. You get Stampin' Rewards on that order too. So it's a nice time to shop and save some money and get some Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up! And a class packet from us as a thank you. We call that the shameless bribe. We're bribing your orders in August because August can be extremely slow for sales. So we thought maybe we'd spice things up a little bit. All right, so today's project, get the Copper Clay and Moody Mauve cardstock. Get a pack of each of those if you're going to get this floral charm. And I do believe that this floral charm is on sale 15% off because there's Timid Tiger in it, right? Let's find out. Yep, floral charm is $10.63 instead of $12.50 right now. Grab those 2 cardstocks while you're at it. All right, so let's take a peek at the comments. Hey, Joy! Joy's here from Alberta. Jan's power for now is back on. Good, because it's a hot one today. Stay cool, my friend. Tony's liked and shared on both the Facebook and the YouTube. Thank you. Everybody ready for the weekend? Hey, Esmeralda, yay, you're here. Jan says, love copper clay. Me too. Desi's putting all the important links in the comments for you in the description. You've got some things too. Anne's here. Hey, Anne. Anne says, love all the card sketches. They're my go-to. Oh, good. I'm telling you, sometimes I just need a kick in the right direction, and this is always that for me. It's the kick in the right direction when I'm like, okay, I need a card. And then I grab a sketch or a bundle, and it's either the bundle and then I pick a sketch, or I pick a sketch and grab the bundle. And once I've got the bundle and the sketch, pick a designer series paper. Well, the designer series paper gives you a color palette. So then you've got a bundle to work with, a layout to recreate, a color palette to work in. Your paper's already selected. The card's practically done for you. Thank me very much. Okay, anyway, Anne liked and shared. I appreciate that, Anne. Thank you very much. Hey, Belinda. Lots of Washington State today. Hello, my friends. Let's see here. Christina Fullen, did I say hello to you? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I think we got everybody. Desi's putting the important links in, and we're going to get crafting. All right, so let's just start with first things first. And we're going to do our level A is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I already showed you guys that this is copper clay and grab it on sale. Okay. Now, crafty girls do what they want, right? So I have an A.5 layer here. It's not quite B and it's not quite A, but I want to distress all 4 edges, and you could do it on the card, but you can really only do 3 sides, and I wanted to do all 4. So I've got a piece of copper clay, and it's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So that's A.5. See, crafty girls do what they want, and this is a place to get started. It's not set in stone, right? If I didn't mention to you guys, this is our series. I think I mentioned at the very beginning, but this is our summer mini sketch series. If you got the paper sampler, and you got 2 new sketches and now 2 cards with those sketches using 2 of the newest Stampin' Up! Designer Series papers. We are doing one for the holiday catalog also, so be ready for that. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And yeah, so this is number 1 of 2, and then 2 weeks from today we'll do card sketch number 20. Still using that same embellishments that you got with the sampler, still using that same ribbon you got with the sampler, but a different designer paper. All right, so we've got our A and A.5 layers. Now B is 1/2 by 5 1/4. C is 1 by 5 1/4, and you'll notice I put it right side up this time. Don't tell anybody, but this one's upside down. It is what it is. It's still cute, right? And then D for this one is approximately 2 3/8 by 4, right? But I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to substitute because, you know, that's what we do. This is a tag basic beige, and it is from this Greetings of the Seasons dies. And I believe these are all gone now. In fact, I'm 99.9% sure that these were last chance for a while, for a long while. Nice discount on them, but I think they're gone now. So this one, but it illustrates my point entirely with the sketches. Just find something that works with your design. It's not exactly what D is on the sketch, right? And so if you don't have this particular tag, you can find something that you do have that substitute. And then E, this designer series paper, is 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. I think I did my C wider than 1 inch. Hold on, I gotta check that now. It's been such a long time since I made this one. I think that I did this one 1.5. 1.5? Yeah, 1.5. So again, I took another liberty. I wanted a little bit more of that designer paper, so I went a little bit wider than the. So the idea is to get you started. And I think you can definitely see the sketch regardless of the little changes that I made. All right, so let's put this aside for just a minute. We're going to come back to this, but we're going to put some of these layers together first so I don't lose anything. I'm going to do a quick bit of stamping. I've got my leaves from Charming Day. I've got copper clay ink. This is also, last time I checked, I think it was yesterday, this is also still on the last chance with a discount. But I'm going to just add a little touch of detail with these leaves on the background. Two this way, two that way. I'm going to go right up to the edge. I might have gone off a little bit. Oh, good. I didn't get any on the table. Go right up to the edge. Might have gone off a little bit. Ooh, I did get a little on the table. Now it's on my hand. Good place for it. All right, we're going to set that aside, and then we're going to rough up this edge just a bit, give it some distress. You can do as much, as little as you want. You could do none at all. You could skip A1/2 and just stamp directly on your card. This is something I know that is a matter of personal preference. Some people like this distressed look, kind of shabby chic. Some people think that shabby and chic shouldn't be in the same description, right? So this is up to you. Do this if you want to. We did a lot of this in our Humble Home Stampin' Stick card class, the one that's coming up 2 weeks from yesterday. We did a lot of this distressing, but we don't do the distressing for you in your packet because I know some people just don't like it. And I know that some people are okay with it a little bit, but if the edges rip or it starts to get a little extra, as the kids would say now, a little extra. If it gets a little extra, they don't like it that way. So what is your thoughts on distressed edges? Do you like distressed edges? If you do you like a little distressed, or do you like it go big or go home distressed? Or do you not like it at all? That's our topic of conversation here. How do you feel about that distressed edge? How do you feel about that shabby chic look? Yay, nay, a little, a lot. And then I'm going to pop this on, and you'll see it just barely has a bit of a frame. And then after doing that bit of distressing, our 4 1/4 and our 5 1/4, our 4-inch and our 5 1/4 is going to fit right inside that little distressed edge. Just the perfect fit. So let's go ahead and get those on there too. And I'll look at your comments in a minute. You guys let me know what you think about that distressed edge kind of look. So I personally really like it, but I feel like I get into stages with it or phases with it, where sometimes I'm really doing it a lot and sometimes I'm not. And I think though it's because whatever products I'm working with, some products lend themselves well to the look and some not so much. So I think that that's probably why I go in phases, but I do really love it. I love anything that adds texture, visual texture or real texture. All right, so there, see? All right, everybody give me a thumbs up because I glued it on right side up this time. I think that's worthy of a thumbs up. You guys are saying that you love distress. Jan confirms that the greetings of the season are gone. What a sad one to discontinue, right? Love distress. Mimi says I like a little of it, right? Just enough, not to look sloppy, but to give some interest. Deborah loves the distress look. Jan just has it depends on the card. It's perfect for the humble home. Good morning, Teresa. Oh, look at you guys are greeting each other, having some conversation. I love that. Tony says, I like the distress look for some things. Looks really rustic, so it matches with the colors too. I love these colors with it. It's a little bit fall, don't you feel? Very rich colors. Stacy loves it. Thank you, my friend. Kathy says, I like the look of distressed edges. I like a lot of distress. How about inked edges too? Do you guys ink the edges? I haven't done a lot of inked edges lately. And Holly gives it a thumbs up. Hello, Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen's here from Montana. Mary Ellen, do you like the distress or not so much distress? Joan says she likes a little distress. Let's see. Yep, Holly says, I like the look of distress. Me too. I think it adds such a nice finish. It's got to be with the right products though, paired together with the right project. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a quick bit here. I think we'll do a bit of stamping and then we'll come back to these pieces. Hey Des, I don't have my little this. Will you do it for me really quick? This. With copper clay, and I'll stamp in color. I just need the long edge if you want to just do that, you know. All right, so I'm going to do some stuff here. I've got some die cuts. This is basic white, and it is a little fishtail banner from my favorite. I can't put it down. More Messages die. It's this one here. And you can either make a bunch of these and have them to choose from, or you can use those little scraps, those little obnoxious scraps that you have of white, but you can't let any white go because Stampin' Up! Just raised the price to $14 and dropped the pack by 16 sheets, right? So you can't let any of it go white. You guys feeling like I am? Like I can't let any of it go. So you just keep those tiny little pieces. I find that they're perfect to just drop right underneath, even though it's a big die. That More Messages one that I showed you is one big die, but you can put right underneath the element in the die that you want and get exactly the banner that fits. You can cut a bunch of them and then have them all ready to go to select from variety, whichever you like. Then I have two of these sprigs. They're basic beige, and I'm going to color them with Stampin' Blends markers. So let me find my thing here. Okay, got a little paper to put down first. We need that. And I'm going to do 3 colors. Thank you. I'm going to do 2 colors, 3 shades. I've got Mossy Meadow, light and dark, and Old Olive. I'm going to go brush end. I hardly ever go brush end. My muscle memory, I just tend to want to open the bullet ends. I don't have a lot of control with the brush end of the marker, but I'm going to use it for this. So I'm going to take my darkest, which is dark Mossy Meadow. I'm going to go straight down the stem, and then I'm just going to dab the base of the leaf with dark Mossy Meadow. Then I'm going to take light Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to blend over that, not quite out to the end of the leaf. And you can see as I'm going here, I'm going to soften where the dark Mossy Meadow and the light Mossy Meadow meet. So how about this Floral Charm and Charming Day? We talked about the Floral Charm designer paper that we used today, but how about this Charming Day bundle? I'll show you guys the stamp set dies. We're featuring this Charming Day bundle in Card Club for Cool People in September. So August we did Spooky Halloween, and we're prepping those packets right now. But for September, we're doing the Charming Day bundle, but we're pairing it up with a different designer series paper. That's what we tend to do in Card Club, right? So those are from the Charming Day dies. And then this is the Charming Day stamp set. That's where I got that greeting from. Oh, my bonnet. Don't mind my bonnet, y'all. And then, so there's your thanks for being you. We're going to use this flower. Your die set cuts out the images, but also has these fantastic standalone dies, a single stem rose, a beautiful sprig, a group of flowers, an open rose, like top view, the sprig that we just used. Great die set. We're going to feature this in September, so you can join Card Club for Cool People right now through September 5th to join us for Charming Day. Let me show you a quick sneak peek of those cards. The link in the description below to join Card Club. And then this is our Charming Day Card Club. Oh, look at that. This sketch might look a little familiar to you. There's our cards for September Card Club. Not too late to join us for that. All right, so I took my Charming Day swag of flowers and stamped it with Memento ink on basic white. And I'm going to take that same 3 shade. We're going to do all 3 shade blending to get this effect right here. And so we're going to do Mossy Meadow, light and dark, and then light old olive. And we're going to do dark, medium, we're going to do dark, medium. No. I forgot how I said I was going to do it in the video. It was so fun and quippy the way I said it. We're going to do dark, medium, light, medium. Maybe that's how I said it. I don't know. Watch the YouTube video. You'll see how I did it. Oh, you know what I did? I did medium, dark, medium, light. That's why we're not getting quite the same softness at the dark. That's all right. I'll put a light on it. Okay, so we'll go medium, which is our light mossy meadow. And we're going to fill almost to the edge of the leaf. That gives us a layer of wet ink. And then when we bring our dark mossy meadow, it tends to blend in and be a little softer. Then we take the medium and soften the edges. Then we take the lightest one and bring it all together. So you're going medium, dark, medium, light. And that's how we'll do these leaves. Not, there we go. Medium, dark, medium, light. So we got our medium to dark together and then finish it all off with the light. There we go. Now we're on it. That is our leaves in a 3 shade blend. All right, then we're going to do the same thing with our flowers. We got a 3 shade blend. We're going to do the orange flower first. And I've got Timid Tiger, light and dark. And I've got dark petal pink. So we're going to do, there. Now I got them in the right order in my hand. We're going to do medium first. And when we do this, we're going to fill the center. Our light Timid Tiger is our medium shade. But we're not going all the way out to the very ends of the petals. See, we're leaving a little white edge as we get close to the ends of the petals. Don't be afraid to leave a little bit of white. It's not going to stay white in this particular way of coloring, but it's going to stay very light because we're bringing in our petal pink for that lightest area. All right, so when you got your medium laid down, you're going to go to the dark, and the dark is going to go along the edge where one petal kind of touches and overlaps the other. So at the base of one petal, where the petals behind it might overlap. See how we're starting to build in the shadows there? It's pretty simple, but you'll get a great dramatic result. Now where that was dark and medium, so the dark Timid Tiger and the light Timid Tiger meet, we're just going to do a little scribble of the light Timid Tiger. Then we'll take the petal pink and fill those white areas with the petal pink. If you want super high drama, I'm going to show you a way to kind of bring a little bit more drama here. Whenever you color and do a lot of shading and blending, the best advice I can give you is don't be afraid of the dark, right? Sometimes you think, oh, I'm going to make it too extreme. I'm going to go too dark. And there's no such thing as too dark if you stay in the shadows. So what I'm going to do is take my Timid Tiger, make sure the shadows, this is the dark Timid Tiger, make sure the shadows are nice. Wet ink. Get into the center of that flower where the petals will be tight together. And then I'm going to grab, because I can, because it was available on that last chance list, that updated last chance list. Go check it out because they were at a discount. They probably still are. This is the Copper Clay Stampin' blend. So if you don't already have this one in your collection, if you're getting the cardstock, you're trying to maybe get to that $65 mark, and you haven't already gotten Copper Clay, grab the ink pad and the Stampin' blend markers if they're still available. They're at a discount. You can put that really dark shadow down deep in those, where those petals kind of come together in the different layers. And then you get a very dynamic flower. Do you guys like that? How do you feel about it? Feel like it's doable? All right. The other flower is the same thing. 3 colors, and we're going to blend dark and light petunia pop. And then this one is dark bubble bath. No, I got light bubble bath. So we're going for really extreme. What do you guys think of that? Doable? Doable? Tony says, so pretty. I love the coloring of the stamp. Good, and it's really easy. Jen says, awesome coloring technique. Thank you. It takes a little bit of time. I find that it's easier to do these things with the markers that I'm using to blend. I just pop the caps off and then hold it in my non-dominant hand inside the cap. So that does help as you're going back and forth between the shades. If you can just, so I hold the caps and the markers can just sit in, and that does help with the thing. Paula says, if we join Card Club now, do we get Halloween class or the charm class? You will get the charm class. That's the one that you'll start with. If you want the Halloween class, let us know. We're still preparing those, and we'd be happy to make one for you. We just send you a link to pay for one now, and then on the 5th, you'd get billed for the Charming Day class. Okay, so it is possible to get both packets now if you want to, or online classes. Okay, all right. Holly says, gorgeous coloring. Thank you. The key to it, though, really is not blending everything to medium, which took me years to figure out. You really want to see those extreme highlights and those extreme shadows and not blend it all to medium. All right, let's do again with our medium shade, which is light petunia pop. And we're going to do just the same thing. We're going to fill the center. And then as we move out from the center, we're going to fill the petals, but not all the way out to the ends on all of it everywhere. And leave room for the highlights. If you leave them white from the coloring process, then you will see them even after all your blending. That tip helped me a lot. I don't color in my highlights until the end. Like as I work out from medium, dark, medium, I leave the highlights white. I color the highlights last, and that way I keep them a little bit better. All right, so this one is a smaller space, so I don't need to do much blending between my medium and dark shade. And then I'm going to go in and on that light areas, that open highlight areas, then I'll color my highlights afterwards with the lightest shade. And that usually helps me to keep the highlights intact. Now, if you wanted that same really big drama, I didn't grab mine. It's just behind me. I probably could. But if you want that really big drama again in the very crevice where one petal comes up against another petal, like in that very crevice where we did copper clay on the orange one, you could grab like your Blackberry Bliss and touch a bit, just a little bit of Blackberry Bliss in that deep area and have an even more drama and add a fourth shade to your blending. But there's your petunia pot bubble bath flower. All right, let's get this die cut. I got markers everywhere. Hang on. I bet you guys don't have such a fancy marker cup on your desk. All right, better. That was getting to be a mess. All right, I'm going to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and the die for this baby. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Tezzy set it all up for me. I'm like, oh, no, I lost the die. Nope, it's sitting right on the machine. She's so good. She's so good. All right, and this is going to get cut out. All right. Oh. We will have a replay of this video available for you, this live one, immediately. So if you missed anything, you want to catch the replay, it'll be available right afterwards. We do have a pre-recorded, like a clean YouTube video for this project too. We're still doing that for a lot of our projects, so that'll be posted in just a little bit. Project sheet and the shortcut card sketch will be available on the blog in just a little bit too. Those are both printable, downloadable, printable resources that we do for free. And so be sure to go get the project sheets. Our project sheets are gorgeous. Full color photos, complete supply list, measurements. The PDF for the sketch is there for you for free also. So go check it out. In the pre-recorded YouTube video, though, I completely forgot this piece. And I don't think it really matters. Do it or, don't do it. I like the little bit of pop of contrast it brings. I like the texture that it brings. But the leaves cover it mostly. I just wanted some contrast, right? So you can do that or don't do that. I got this one from the Wildflower Designs. It was on the last chance list. I'm not sure if it's still there. I got my friend Jan here. She'll tell me, hey Jan, that Wildflower. And then last I checked, I think it was the dies were available, but the stamps were gone. I don't remember, but this is the die, and I'm just using the bottom, one of the long sides, row of scallops. And so it's a little extra detail. This is where you get extra. If you're making a few of these cards and you don't want to do this step, you don't have to. I didn't do this step in my YouTube video because I just forgot it. It wasn't prepared and I didn't realize it until afterwards. I did it and then I put it right next to my original sample. And I was like, oh, I forgot it. Well, it's too late now. So you can do this or don't do this. If you're me, you're going to do this, right? Okay, we're going to do, I probably should grab my little bottle for this, but I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Just drag the tiniest bit on the edge. Bring my tag and add the little scallops. And then, actually I want them a little bit towards, a little bit off center. And I'm a little bit towards the end with the loop. And then I can put these 2 layers on the card. Don't cover up all your pretty stamping. And add that one. Now I can put some dimensionals on this and this. Let me see. Do I want to put that down a little bit lower? Maybe just a little bit. There. And level it out. I like my liquid glue because I can try to get it level. My eyes aren't on level, so sometimes I don't have level. All right, so thanks for being you. And my little leaves and my flowers, my bunch of flowers all need to go up on dimensionals. This guy's gonna go on like that. Now this one is gonna go over that, so I'm gonna put only dimensional on the side that's blank, see? Because that's gonna go over that. And then I'm gonna take the tiniest bit on these. Uh-oh, sticky finger. And I'm going to put half of a mini. Half of a mini. I love half of minis. Do you guys do half of mini dimensionals? That's such a convenient size. All right, half of a mini at the ends of those. Bring this guy back in here. Remove the liner here. What do you guys think? Is this card up your alley? What do you think about the sketch? I love the sketch. Let's get that back in there. And this one. Remove the dimensional. Add a little bit of glue. And pop that over. You'll see that my dimensional is at the far left side, my adhesive at the far right side. So now I can take these guys and tuck them under the center. A little bit of glue on the stem. And tuck that in. This one too. We're almost done, you guys. We got a couple of little embellishments that we did with the sampler. I really liked these two embellishments because they coordinated so nicely with so many of the products that Stampin' Up! Came out with in this online exclusive. We got these beautiful, charming shimmer faceted dots. Uh-oh, I lost a dingle there. I'm going to put that aside. It seems to have lost its stick. Oh, I see its stick. Okay. And then I've got the iridescent petunia pop ribbon. So pretty. I'm going to cut down the middle of my iridescent petunia pop. Now, here's the thing. I did double fibers, double ribbons for this one. Really kind of had that shabby chic, reinforced that style. But after I did it the second time, because I designed it, I was like, ooh, fun. I love all those fibers. And then I did it for the YouTube, and I said, I wonder if I would be just as happy with it if I did just the petunia pop double bow. So I think I'm going to leave off the twine on this one. But I'm going to show you where it came from and tell you how I did it. And if you want to see me do it, it's in the video. I just tie the bow with the petunia pop and then tie the strands around the petunia pop bow, and it works pretty good. You get a double bow on top of a double bow, but they're really tied together, so it was pretty easy. But I was like, you know what? Maybe just letting petunia pop have its minute in the spotlight would be prettier. So we're about to find out. We're about to find out if I was seeing, I think it was Coco Chanel. You guys can tell me. I think her famous line was, once you think you're dressed, once you think you're fully dressed, then put on another accessory, right? I think sometimes that's how I do cards. You know, once you think the card is done, put another embellishment on or something. You know, just put another layer. I'm going to just go with this one this time. And you guys can tell me if you like the extra or if you like just the petunia pop. I was feeling afterwards like this distracts from the visual triangle we have going on here. We have this. See, so we get that visual triangle going with the petunia pop. And so I was like, let me try and see how it goes. So I'm going to leave that one off, but I did get that pretty petal pink fibers by unbraiding this braided trim. And then after I unbraided it, then I separated out the fibers, and it makes a really nice, it's like a linen thread, but just a bit more rustic, a bit fuzzier. Not like if you guys remember the In Colors, the Cinnamon Cider, Pebbled Path, that line of In Colors that had the jute, and when you unspooled the jute, these got really fuzzy. The strands got really fuzzy and they kind of shredded apart. Not this. This stays together really nice. But all I did was wrap the 2 strands around the center of my bow and then tie another bow on top. So if you want to do that, you can do that. It's your choice. But my question for you is, with the petal pink like jute trim or linen threads or the unbraided braided trim, or without, what do you guys think? And I'm going to use, again, for a little bit of contrast here, I'm going to pick up these petal pink faceted dingles. I love how it pulls the light shades out of the paper. And I'm putting 5. I know, I've been kind of dingle crazy lately. Sometimes I can only figure out where to put 2, and then sometimes I want 5. Go figure. All right, there it is. We did it. What's your preference with the unbraided twine or just the petunia pop? I guess I could cut my petunia pop tails down a little bit. And that's shortcut card sketch number 19. We did it, you guys. That's video 1 in our series of 2. I'll be back with video 2 of 2 in 2 weeks. We're going to use the same accessories, but a different paper and a new sketch. And yeah, red solo cup, Toby Keith, right? Nothing but class, right? You guys. Oh, you love these colors. Beautiful colors. Gorgeous colors. Yay. Nope, I used light bubble bath, Holly. Holly says, did you say dark bubble bath? Nope, light. I went for a really high contrast there. Light bubble bath. Thank you. Holly says, gorgeous coloring. Thank you very much. Susan says, I'm very impressed with the coloring. It's not hard. It just takes a little practice. I hope that you guys will try that three shade blending. It's where, so our In Color Club, we talk a lot about each color's monochromatic buddies, right? So just take the monochromatic buddy and you do dark and light of Timid Tiger, and then its monochromatic buddy is Petal Pink. So that's how you'll find your 3 colors or 3 shades to blend for this technique. Give it a try and share in the craft social if you try it, okay? Jen says, I like it with the jute as it goes with the distressed edge on the copper clay. Very valid point. The iridescent, kind of shiny, holographic rainbow shine that it has on there is a little like juxtaposed a little bit with the distressed edge. And I bet, oh no, I want to make another one and put just this one there and see how I like it with just the one. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys tell me what you think. Mimi says I like it with just the petunia ribbon. Tony says, yeah, amazing cards once again. I like it both ways, but I do love the extra twine look. Yeah, a little extra, right, Tony? I do too. I love texture. I said at the beginning, like as I was doing the distressing, the texture, the visual that texture like that brings is just, yeah. So the texture that it brings is really interesting. Thanks for chiming in on which one you like better. Christina says, I love everything about this card. Colors, techniques, dimension, the whole design is very nice. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you love it. This one really kind of made my heart go boom, 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 boom. Oh, it just hit the microphone. Sorry if that was awful to listen to. I will be back, you guys. Let's see here. I think next Thursday is my day off of live. I think it's the one live I don't do live. What am I doing this week? Somebody give me a calendar. Girl can't remember if she's coming or going. Let me tell you guys that before we go though. What is next week? Next week We have Stamp the Alphabet Challenge in the Craft Social. No, I'm on the wrong month. Hold on. All right, so we are, Stamp the Alphabet Challenge in the Craft Social. We're on letter E in the 14th. So I will not be live on the 14th. I will be live on the 15th. That's Friday at noon. And yeah, I will see you guys next Friday. Same bat time, same bat channels. Have a great weekend, everybody. Teresa says I like the double bows best. They're fantastic, though. Both are fantastic, though. Thank you. Thanks for chiming in. When you guys chime in with those opinions and those answers and those questions, it really does. It helps those YouTube algorithms. So keep sharing those things. On the way out, make sure that you subscribe. Check out the channel. We have our next, I think, 3 live videos scheduled in there. Click the notify me button before you go. That helps. We're going to be live with, next week is a wild card on Friday. I don't know what I'm doing yet. So there is no scheduled one for Friday. Oh, I better get to work, huh? Tony says we're doing D at the moment. Guessing we're going to have E. Yeah, that's it. E in the Craft Social. Stamp the Alphabet Challenge. August 14th will be the letter E. All right, you guys. I am off to go find out why Desi went running out of here like something was wrong. Make sure the chickens are okay. And then I'll get the post on the blog for this so you can grab your shortcut card sketch 19 and your printable project sheet for this one. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week.